some heart, something real.
I'm with you. There's nothing quite like a cheese with a story.
And today, we're taking a deep dive into the world of informal, artisanal cheesemaking. Not the fancy shops, but the real deal.
Yeah, the cheesemakers doing things their own way, on their own terms.
Exactly. And we're using this really cool article, O Queijo Artesanal e sua transformação na vida de produtores infames. It's in Portuguese.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it basically means artisanal cheese and its transformation in the lives of informal producers.
That sounds right up our alley.
It really is. We're going to discover how this kind of cheese making can actually transform lives. Ready to get cheesy?
Born ready. Let's do it.
All right, so to get started, can you remind me what makes informal artisanal cheese making so different from the industrial kind?
You bet. So industrial cheesemaking, it's all about consistency, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Every block of cheddar is exactly the same.
Exactly. They want that predictability, that uniformity, but informal artisanal cheesemaking, it embraces the opposite.
Oh, so they like it when every batch is a little different.
Exactly. Each cheese reflects those subtle variations in the milk, the environment where it's aged, even the cheesemaker's touch.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. And so the result is
a cheese that's totally unique, bursting with personality. You're not just eating cheese, you're experiencing something special.
That's so cool. So, we both really enjoy cheese, and this article says that this type of cheese making is super connected to the local ecosystem. How so?
Well, imagine a cheesemaker, right? And they're using milk from cows that graze on pastures unique to their region.
Like a small farm in France.
Exactly. Let's say they use milk from Normand cows. They're known for producing this amazing rich milk.
Okay, I'm following you.
So the breed of the cows, the pastures they graze on, even the local climate, all these factors blend together to create a cheese that truly reflects its origin.
Wow, that's like tasting the essence of a place, right?
You got it. It's like each cheese captures the soul of its environment, and that's something you just won't find in mass-produced cheese.
It's like a snapshot of the land in cheese form. I love it.
It's truly remarkable.
So these cheesemakers are not just crafting cheese. They're crafting something bigger, something with a real impact. The article also mentioned the importance of community. Can you tell us more about that?
Totally. Think about it. These cheesemakers often get their milk straight from local farmers.
Cutting out the middleman.
Exactly. It's all about local sourcing, creating these short, tight-knit supply chains, and that benefits everyone, right? The farmers, the cheesemakers, and the local economy.
And it strengthens the whole community.
Absolutely. It creates this shared sense of purpose, this web of interconnectedness that goes beyond just buying and selling.
Yeah, I get that. It's like everyone's working together to create something really special. So, speaking of special, this informal cheesemaking scene sounds like a hotbed for entrepreneurship.
Oh, for sure. The article definitely highlighted that. It's about taking your passion and turning it into something real, something you can share with others.
So like these cheesemakers are basically their own bosses. They get to call all the shots.
Exactly. They choose everything, from the type of milk they use, to the aging process, to how they sell their cheese.
And some of them sell directly to their customers, right? Like at local markets or even online.
Exactly. It's about having control over your craft, building something from scratch, and being your own boss.
I can see why that would be so appealing. There's that sense of autonomy, and it totally taps into that desire to learn and create.
Absolutely. It resonates with that inner learner in all of us. But let's be real. It's not all cheese boards and wine pairings, is it? There have to be challenges.
Oh, absolutely. This article doesn't shy away from that. What are some of the hurdles these informal cheesemakers face?
Well, one of the biggies is regulations. You see, a lot of these cheesemakers use traditional methods.
Like family recipes that have been passed down through generations?
Exactly, and sometimes these methods, like using raw milk, clash with modern food safety regulations.
Oh, I see. So it's about finding that balance between tradition and those modern requirements.
Exactly, and that can be a real struggle. Another challenge, of course, is competition.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
They're up against the big guys, those industrial cheese producers.
Yeah, the ones who can afford to sell their cheese at super low prices. So informal cheesemakers need to find creative ways to stand out.
To really showcase what makes their cheese so unique, it's all about telling their story, right?
It is. They need to connect with customers who value quality, who appreciate the time and effort that goes into crafting a truly exceptional cheese.
And who are willing to pay a little extra for something special.
Exactly. But at the end of the day, I think these cheesemakers are driven by something deeper, something beyond just making a profit.
I agree. It seems like they're really passionate about their craft.
Definitely. There's this immense satisfaction that comes from making something truly exceptional, seeing people savor the flavors you've created.
And knowing that you're keeping these age-old traditions alive.
You got it. It's like they're preserving edible history, keeping these cultural practices from fading away. It's truly inspiring.
I'm totally inspired. So to wrap this all up, informal cheesemaking is way more than just food, right? It's about passion, community, tradition, and the dedication to craft something truly special.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And it really makes you think, what if every bite of cheese could tell a story? What if you knew the people, the land, the traditions behind it?
That would totally change how we look at cheese.
Right. So the next time you're browsing that cheese counter, think about the stories you might discover. What kind of cheese adventure will you choose?
I'm craving something unique and full of history.
Me too. Let's go find it.